there to share the wealth in that regard.
Boston was pushed down. 7 to shoot. Boston methodical on her take. After they had fallen behind by 6 in the quarter, then Sydney Colson, as Aliyah Boston has an extended conversation with the officials, and then is gonna get over to Angel Gray. Angel?
Aliyah Boston walked off the court, clearly frustrated. Kelsey Mitchell had just dropped 24 points while running the offense out of position, and the Fever had fought back from 17 points down without Caitlin Clark, with both Sydney Coulson and Ori McDonald sidelined. They still had control of the game. Then, on one final possession, it all slipped away. A questionable shot, no timeout, and controversial late calls the coach would later publicly question. We'll reveal what Aliyah said after the game, short, blunt, and right at the heart of why this loss hurts. First, you need to see how they got here. Drop your thoughts on this tough loss in the comments.
7-0 Indiana run. They're within 2 and a foul. This time, Peckers does get the call.
I thought this might have been an offensive foul. Howard for the finish.
Indiana's considering challenging this call, but they will not, as Peckers gets free.
How do you run an offense when your entire point guard depth chart disappears overnight? For Indiana, this wasn't hypothetical. They were living it. Just days before the Dallas matchup, in a brutal sequence during the Phoenix game, Sydney Coulson tore her left ACL, and A.R. McDonald fractured a bone in her right foot. Both injuries were season-ending. In a single night, the Fever lost 2 floor generals who were supposed to dictate pace, control possessions, and keep the offense organized. With Caitlin Clark already out since July with a groin injury, Indiana was suddenly without their top 3-point guards for the first time all season. No regular ball handlers, no one to absorb full court pressure, no one to run the sets exactly as this roster was built to play.
So what's the reaction been from you guys, the players, the coaches, to losing Sid and Ari?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, just brokenhearted for them. They're 2 really good people that you hate to see this happen to. They've been an integral part of what we've been doing, and so hate it for them. Unfortunately, it's part of the deal, and we've got to roll with it. And we've got players in that locker room who believe in one another, players in that locker room who are as competitive as all get out. We've got versatility, and it's going to have to be on full display. So I think now it's about playing to honor them, right, and playing for them.
The ripple effect was immediate. Without a true facilitator to stabilize possessions, defensive pressure became tougher to handle, turnovers mounted, and clean entry passes turned into contested scrambles. Against Dallas, those gaps were glaring. 17 turnovers converted by the Wings into 27 points. That's over a quarter of Dallas's offense coming directly from Indiana's mistakes before the Fever even had a chance to set up their half-court looks. Every possession demanded more energy, every pass carried greater risk, and the margin for error, already thin, shrank to nothing.
It's never fun to lose. I thought we got a pretty good look out of it. But again, I think, we shouldn't have been in that position to begin with. The 17 turnovers got us there. We shouldn't have even been there. But I thought, Kelsey got a look at it. It's unfortunate, but yeah, on to the next.
To even field a functioning rotation, the front office made an emergency move, signing veteran Odyssey Sims to a hardship contract. She arrived with barely a day to familiarize herself with the playbook or build chemistry. Thrust onto the court in her debut against Dallas, she played 13 minutes, finished scoreless with 2 assists and 1 turnover, and spent much of her time trying to read where teammates wanted the ball instead of playing instinctively.
It's just exciting. I mean, I know that Indiana is a great organization, and just to be a part of it and just to be here with the great players that I'm going to be playing with, I mean, this is a great opportunity. I'm just happy to be here.
What's the most important thing for you in a situation like this to just get acclimated, just to kind of get your feet under you and feel your way around the new spot here?
I mean, it's not my first time just coming to a new team and coming in and just being me. The biggest thing is just doing what I do best. Playing defense, playing hard, doing whatever the team needs. Obviously, I know they've been down with the injuries. Prayers up for Sid and Ari. Love them both. But like I said, I'm excited to be here, and I'm not going to do too much. But whatever coach tells me to do is what I'm going to do and have fun and enjoy my teammates.
That left Indiana with one realistic option to handle the ball on nearly every trip. Shift Kelsey Mitchell out of her natural scorer's lane and into the lead guard spot. The coaching staff didn't have the luxury of easing her into it. Every inbound, every set, and the relentless defensive attention all landed squarely on her. This wasn't just an X's and O's adjustment. It changed the physical demands of her game. She had to initiate possessions under constant pressure while still carrying the expectation to perform as the team's primary scoring threat.
Kelsey obviously can play make, as she showed in the last game, but it's not like her most natural way of playing, I would say. Do you have to tell her to focus on that? Does she just kind of know that as the primary ball handler in these games, she'll do it? How does that kind of process work when it's not a true point guard at the one?
Yeah, I mean, I want her to just do what she's been doing. You know, she's been excellent all year long. She's been efficient all year long. Her decision-making has been on point all year long.
The Dallas game became a clear snapshot of just how much those injuries controlled the flow. With a patched-together backcourt, every basket required grinding effort, and every turnover gave the opponent a chance to run. Yet, even in that weakened state, the team stayed in it because the player carrying the heaviest burden refused to let the game slip away. For Indiana, that responsibility fell squarely on Kelsey Mitchell, their most dangerous pure scorer. She was suddenly tasked with running the offense from start to finish. Normally, she's catching the ball in scoring position, not navigating traps or orchestrating half-court sets. But with Coulson, McDonald, and Clark out, she was the only real option to initiate, and Dallas knew it.
Every single playoff game will be on our networks. As Mitchell finally gets a look, her first points of the second half. Curl it in, doesn't get the whistle. Indiana with numbers the other way. Mitchell in the corner, cut it. Big game from Aisha Hines-Allen off the bench. Mitchell sprints into the lane, finds Cunningham. She got it on a three, and it's a single-digit deficit.
On paper, her stat line looked impressive. 24 points on 7 of 15 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3, and 6 rebounds. In reality, those numbers came with nearly every possession starting in her hands, facing schemes designed to drain her energy. Dallas sent extra help in the backcourt, using traps and quick doubles to make every advance up the floor a battle. Each made shot was followed by another trip, where she had to break pressure while still finding the energy and focus to score.
Mitchell trying to create with 5 to shoot. Mitchell through the lane, and a scoop it in, and it's a 1-point game.
Arch right, but you know she loves to go left. How many defenders try to come over and help about 3 and still able to scoop it up and in?
Mitchell with 24 points.